I got a technical for basically being mad at myself because I missed the three and then I went and hit the backboard. And he told me it was disrespectful to the game of basketball. But I think he fired me up to continue to play a lot harder. I thought we got a lot better after he did that, so I want to thank him.
When the WNBA's biggest new star met a rulebook that suddenly felt quiet, everything changed. CaitlinClark's rookie season looked like instant success. Sold-out arenas, TV ratings the league hadn't seen in decades, and so much merch demand it crashed fanatics. But if you rewatch the season, a different story shows up. Again and again, when Clark crossed half court, the whistle seemed to disappear. Here's the breakdown of the video, the stats, and the behind-the-scenes pressure that made the WNBA's most debated officiating year. And once you hear what's being changed for 2025, you may wonder if the league stepped in just in time or waited too long. Minutes after Indiana drafted Clark, the team website went down. Ticket demand didn't just beat team records, it strained league systems. Broadcasts that used to pull about 200,000 viewers suddenly pushed toward 2 million. In just weeks, 9 different TV milestones fell. People around Indy joked the Fever's new $78 million facility should be called the Clark Bank, because merch and sponsor money could basically cover it. From Indianapolis to Seattle, arena staff kept saying the same thing. No walk-ups, no last seats, everything was gone. Fans talked about the deep threes, but many missed the cost Clark was already paying for being the center of it all. It was the dream scenario for a league. A 22-year-old rookie arrives and ratings jump 170% right away, the biggest year-to-year rise in WNBA history. One analysis said Clark alone created 26.5% of the league's total economic impact last season. That effect spread fast. Courtside seats for her Iowa preseason return, even though it was basically an exhibition against Brazil, resold for $4,000. The Nike store inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse set 4 different single-day sales records in 1 month. With that kind of momentum, you'd expect the league to protect its new star. Instead, most nights the loudest sound was Clark hitting the floor while officials stayed quiet. And the stats back it up once you see what the cameras kept catching. Basketball usually rewards attack mode, take contact, get calls, earn free throws. Clark was top 5 in usage, but averaged only 3.7 free throw trips per game, the lowest rate for any high-usage guard in 10 years. The reason was simple: refs let a lot go. Then came the stat that felt personal. In 2024, Clark took 17% of all flagrant fouls called, and about 80% of those came from games against the Chicago Sky.
And Clark. I mean, that's clearly...
The double standard hit a ridiculous level on August 18th. Clark hit a deep three, slapped the bottom of the backboard, and got a technical right away. The ref treated it like disrespect. 2 possessions later, she took a hard shoulder to the ribs and got nothing. By mid-season, defenders were bumping her 30 feet from the basket like it was normal. It wasn't always about being reckless, it was strategy. If players believe the whistle won't come, hitting the rookie becomes the smart move. That mindset boiled over in 3 moments that exploded online within minutes.
Caitlin got called for a technical for hitting the back of the backboard. If somebody viciously clotheslined her, we're not getting a call for that.
June 1st, Chicago versus Indiana. Kennedy Carter hip checks Clark away from the ball so hard you can hear it on the broadcast, and officials call nothing. A day later, the league quietly upgrades it to flagrant 1, but the clip was already everywhere, hitting 20 million views by the next morning. Then in the Fever's first playoff game, Dejounte Carrington swipes at a pass and her nail catches Clark's right eye, leaving swelling and bruising, with no whistle and no review. The close-up stayed all over social media. Then June 13th in Seattle, Clark makes a move, slows down, and gets called for an offensive foul, even though replay shows barely any contact. Even the announcers asked on air where the foul was. 3 plays, 1 pattern, and no protection. Fans blamed refs, but the bigger answer wasn't only on the court. It was in closed-door meetings and league politics. Many people believed the league was using one standard for the rookie sensation and another for everyone else.
You have to be great as a ref. You have to be consistent.
So why didn't officials step in and stop it? Part of the answer starts with the job itself. NBA referees can make around $500,000 a year. WNBA refs earn far less and only during the season, so many work NCAA games or other leagues in the offseason. A new 4-year CBA in 2024 raised pay and added daily grading using the NBA evaluation system, but the position stayed seasonal and turnover stayed high. League referee leadership admitted the WNBA grew faster than the pipeline could handle. In plain terms, more attention, not enough experienced staff. With only 3 refs per game and limited replay triggers, missed calls weren't rare accidents. They were likely. And when that reality meets a player like Clark, who plays at a range and pace the league hasn't dealt with, every no call becomes a headline. Fixing it took 2 things the league usually avoids spending together: time and real money, and one powerful owner helped force the issue. Clark still had a historic year. 1,976 points, the first rookie ever to reach 100 threes and 300 assists. Fans saw confidence, but people close to the league saw bruises stacking up with every drive. Her free throw rate sat near the bottom compared to guards with far less offensive load. Big names weighed in. Michael Jordan said the league should protect its investment. Steph Curry said her shooting profile is the next stage of the sport. But when Team USA picked its Paris roster, Clark wasn't on it, officially because of experience, and unofficially because some executives feared the attention would drown out the veterans. The backlash hit hard. Stephen A. Smith, Antonio Brown, and a huge part of NBA social media slammed the choice, saying USA basketball left millions of viewers behind. Jordan called it short-sighted. Curry called it a marketing mistake. Barkley called for people to get fired. Clark stayed calm and went golfing, but the argument only made her bigger, and every hit after that became another example in the protect the star debate. The golf appearance proved the risk. The LPGA's Pelican Pro-Am usually gets quiet crowds and little TV time, but Clark's entry flipped it. Golf Channel changed its schedule to show her early holes, drones followed her swings, and ticket demand jumped. Inside WNBA offices, the message was clear. Their biggest draw could make other sports money too, especially if those sports felt safer. Sponsors started talking about crossover deals and shared athletes. The nightmare scenario wasn't just bad headlines. It was Clark deciding another sport felt like a smarter long-term choice than a league where hard contact didn't get called consistently. The Caitlin effect showed up everywhere. When the Fever visited Dallas, demand forced the Wings to move the game from a 7,000-seat arena to the Mavericks' 20,000-seat building. The commissioner called it the Caitlin effect, and privately joked that expansion pitches now sold themselves. At the same time, the champion Aces dropped preseason tickets to $19 and still had empty rows. Sportsbooks called it the Clark Delta, a huge swing in resale prices depending only on whether number 22 was in the building. That sparked an uncomfortable question. How does a league grow when a rookie on a losing team outdraws the current MVP? Sponsors watched closely. No star means no surge. But a surge without protection is one bad landing away from disaster. Every sold-out arena carried the same worry. If the face of the boom gets hurt on a play that should have been called, the whole wave could crash overnight. Clark also felt pressure inside the team, not just on the court. On a podcast, she admitted she sometimes walked into meetings unsure if she should talk at all. Some veterans supported her, while others were fighting for the same minutes and the same future. So do you lead or stay quiet? She described her first month as trying to read people while playing at full speed every day. Still, progress came in small steps. A veteran post showed her how to take a bump and still finish for an and one. Coaches ran film where they rewound brutal no-calls, not to complain, but to teach counter moves. The hesitant rookie slowly disappeared. And then, just as things started to settle, one phone call changed everything and triggered the fastest officiating policy shift the league has ever made. The overhaul was massive. 12 referees were promoted to full-time roles with year-round pay. A new replay hub was built, modeled after the NBA's command center. Reviews expanded to cover landing zone contact. Retaliation cheap shots became automatic ejections. A mid-season minicamp was added to reset whistle consistency. Quietly, the league also doubled fines for flagrant shoves on shooters. Players are hoping it finally matches the moment. Clark even joked at Media Day, "I convinced coach to cap me at 2 technicals this year. After that, lunch is on me." But behind the laugh is the real question. Can a more professional whistle keep up with a player who keeps pushing the game forward? The league is rising fast, the rookie rewrote record books, and now officiating is supposed to catch up. If the new standards hold, Clark's second season could help unlock the boom the WNBA has promised for years. If they don't, the league risks proving critics right that women's basketball can grab the world's attention, but still lose it because of what happens in the small space between contact and a missed call. This season, everyone from Vegas odds makers to 9-year-olds wearing number 22 will be watching that whistle in the ref's hand, because sometimes the future of a sport isn't decided by the next deep three, it's decided by whether the ref blows the whistle or keeps it quiet.